So let's learn how to make a correct punch ready for when we're going to hit the bag or hit the pads. So usually I invite students to start with an open palm, roll and bend the fingers down and lock with the thumb. Trying this with both left and right hands. So that's the first part, folding and locking with the thumb. You can do this with more tension, as if preparing to really punch and fight. Or you could do a softer version. I'd recommend trying left and right, and maybe noticing what's different. I'm strongly right-handed, so my motor control in my right hand feels a little bit different than my left side. I do always try to train left and right, but my left is a little bit weaker. I've got this funny little finger that doesn't do what it's told to do. So once we've got the punch, we want to think about the angle of the punch, and often injuries arise because the angle is slightly off. We've made contact, but the angle is slightly off. In Kung Fu, we tend to punch with the bare fists. It's different in boxing, but there's similar injuries that occur. So I sometimes invite students to explore the snake head. So this is the head of the snake, and it moves around the axis of the wrist. And when we're punching, trying to find that alignment. So I'm moving, I'm testing, I'm sensing and feeling into all the different alignments of my wrist. But one tip that I was given was to imagine that you're looking down the sight of a gun through this first knuckle. There's often a little valley there between the two knuckles. And we want to have an alignment so that when we punch with these two knuckles, the force can be channeled in a safe way through the forearm. And it's often a punch which is slightly down and slightly off center. The natural position is here for me, but then I adjust tiny bit outwards and a tiny bit down. And then I've made a nice direct line where the force of the punch can be supported through the wrist and through the bones of the forearm. Again, I would play around the snake's head. Also, it's a type of wrist warm up there, tuning in, sensing into the body. And then with practice and with awareness, we can find that position more and more quickly. If I'm going to the pads, if I'm going to the bag, I usually do one or two, a little bit light. Obviously, I do my wrist warm-ups first, but I do a couple of punches, not full power, because I'm aware that I may get injured, but I try to find that nice alignment. And once I've got it, I close my eyes, I direct my attention, my full attention to this region of my body, and I take an internal selfie. I want to ask my brain to lock into my body memory, my muscle memory, the correct position for the punch. Similarly, if you've hit the pads and you've got a sense like, wow, that was really strong, that was really solid, go to the body immediately, close your eyes, take that internal selfie, lock that into your body memory, so that you can find it more and more quickly. After doing this, we could massage the wrists a bit. We want to loosen them up a bit. We really need to take care. There's some quite delicate bones. inside the wrist and of course in the hand. So maybe we could roll the wrists or shake them a little bit, massage the hand. But we've got there, making the fist and then snake head, checking the angle. Another way you can really work with this is going to knuckle press-ups, and we'll make another video about that so you can see how working with the knuckle press-up also really supports the awareness of the correct alignment for the punch.